Esports champions! And hello, folks. Welcome to Frost Esports. We got ourselves another $100 on the line here. The 3v3, you know what it is. It's always the Frost tournaments on the Mondays. JT displays alongside my fabulous casters here. It is Ice Cold Brew. Cole, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling elated. I love coming in to watch Frost Esports, especially during the whiteout, especially during the tournament right now. And I can't wait to see these teams coming up that we have on the field. We have Supbro and Overlooked as well. Few different folks on here. We have over on the Overlooked side, we have Ant, Monk, and I believe that is the last person is Ant Cole. There we go. Got confused by my own name there for a second. And then over on Supbro, we have Her, Shocks, and Hebs. Do you know anything about these teams going in at all?
Yeah, I know that certainly Ant, and Monk, and Cole there, they have shown up a couple times here on stream that I've cast there, and Monk certainly can have his opportunities here and there to really show off. I'm curious to see how Hebs and Shocks are really able to work. I don't think I've seen her before in person, but we have an opportunity today. Again, this being a best of three here, we're going to see how they're able to handle the pressure of Overlooked as they quickly put some shots on goal here. Monk with that shot denied there by the crossbar, but again, we are still seeing so much pressure on the blue side of the field early on here in this game number one, and there it is, Monk with the first goal.
Monk with the first goal, thanks to the own goal by, I believe, Hebs coming in, trying to shut that down, but couldn't pinch it against the post in time, and Monk was right in the way as well, too. And the interesting thing I realized about Supbro, they have yet to drop a game so far since this tournament started about an hour and 40 minutes ago, but looks like Overlooked Esports with that pressure on that back line was just able to crack through and find a way, and now they're looking for a second goal as well.
Yeah, I love those searching passes there from the midfield out into the attacking third of their opponents. Half ultimately up a cul-de-sac there as nothing happens of it. Now Cole able to gain possession here, looking for an opportunity, but Shocks finding Hep, looking for that shot. Ant makes a great save there to keep it a one-goal game here.
I love that denial from Ant as well, too. Just a big booming clear to the side. Plenty of time for the team to recover. Shocks coming off the backboard for that save. Cole coming up to the side. Fakes out. It's around one. Brings it around the corner. Is trying to get it out to a teammate. Ant's there. Finds the back of the net. Just drops it right below the crossbar as well. Fantastic passing play on that play.
Fantastic pass. Yeah, I could not say more about that pass. You can see Cole. Look at that bunt. I was wondering if they were looking for a bump, and they did see it eventually there. Beautiful setup there. I mean, you can't make it any easier for Ant to score that, right?
You really can. I love these kind of bump plays. It's one of my favorite aspects of Rocket League where, like, yeah, you can body check people. That's perfectly legal, even if they get frustrated at the end of the day. Fantastic save from her as well, as she tries to 50 off a Monk but can't do it as Ant is picking it up in the corner. Brings it down to the side, off the ceiling, gives it to Cole instead. Monk is just on a tear, begging for some violence. Now Shocks with the save off into the corner.
Yeah, and you see Ant able to quickly respond, keep that pressure on the blue half of the field there. You see that not only does that give them a better chance to score things, as Hebs looks for the breakaway here, denied, broken up by Ant, but the rebound by Shocks. And Shocks has that killer instinct in him and is able to cut the lead in half.
And it's just that never-ending pressure. Just lined up right behind Hebs. Recognizes Hebs will get stuck in a 50. Waits for it to break the right way and just takes it. Closes that gap by one, and I think they're going to need to be that determined, add that much pressure in order to take another goal off of Overlooked Gaming, almost on target, and getting a demo on the rotate out. That's the way to do it, in my opinion, as Monk carries it up high, off the post. Heps blocks it off, sends it up back into the corner. Cannot get a good clear. Shocks pumps it away, upfield. Cole, plenty of time to pick up, though.
Yeah, but that was a good job there by Shocks, able to break the pressure a little bit there, allows their team to get back into this one here. And now Shocks looking for some downs of their own here, trying to say anything you can Cole do, I can Cole better. And Shocks setting it up for Heps, and now it is 2-all.
Oh, Shocks just right state of mind. Lucky guess as well. Sees Ant has just spawned in. Looking the right way, has enough speed, enough momentum. Just clears that path as well for Heps to get that goal. I'm loving the demo play. I love the ferocity from these players. They know it's a best of 3, but they don't want to drop a single match coming into this. As that ball gets centered, her trying to set up a pass for Heps. Tease it off the wheels to give it to Heps on that one.
Yeah, this was a nice little pinch right here between her and Heps, and they just combined so well. Nowhere, like Monk is in a good position there, but that comes in so fast, they cannot have a chance to react and get to the position that they need to be, leading to that goal here. 3-2, the first lead of the game here for Supro, and Overlooked. Maybe they came in here a little overcooked into this one here. See if they can get back on track.
Now they're going to need to play it up another goal for themselves, tie up the game as Monk heads off that carry at the half-court line. Gets a touch. Cole soft touches around and finish the play off the pass from Monk. I love a little fake out there just to pull out the defender from Shocks.
And then the R2-D2 scream as the goal explosion theme. Honestly, that's icing on the cake right there. Just like, wow, as the defender goes screaming past them to tie us up the game.
Good old droid voice going through there as Cole picks up the ball. Has an air dribble opportunity. Musty flick. Tries to get it around. Cole looking for another chance here. Can't get it in between the bars, though. It's knocked away as Shocks pops it up high. Tries to drop it down to Heps. Instead, brings it over to the corner. Ant centers. It's denied by Heps once more, but Monk is looking for a back pass to Cole in that moment. Shocks brings it down, kills the ball. Doesn't have a lot of boost to play, but Monk doesn't know, so Monk is forced to 50. Ant looking for a chance, tries to bring it down, but Heps sees the pass coming and shuts that down immediately.
Yeah, and this is a really great battle here. Both teams is very evenly matched, you know, able to go blow for blow right now. Nothing separates them, a minute remaining. See if we can find ourselves a winner in regulation, or are we going to get overtime in the first game on stream?
Full ball right in front of net, but her playing smart decides to wait and see what Cole does. Cole not able to get a good clear. Ant with the save, passes over to Monk. Her tries to get it center. Ant in the way, tries to set it up for Cole. Cole misses the touch, goes for a demo instead, but her dodges into the back of the net. Ball right in front of the net once more, off to the corner. Monk with the demo. Is that enough to get it in? No, still being denied by SB. Ball up in the air and knocked off the backboard by Monk. 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, her looking for the shot there, denied by Cole. A brilliant save to keep us tied with 10 seconds remaining here. Ant trying to bring it upfield, but met there by her. Her looking for that backboard, not going to find anybody except the opposing team of Overlooked. Heps looking for Shocks. The drop in into the orange half here. There's no one around, and it's going to drop down for overtime.
Like the little bit of hesitation, just a bit of mind games and a lot of patience in that last 30 seconds as well between both teams. But her sees an opportunity. Heps tries to put it into the net. Shocks, though, takes it off the backboard and gets the first game. What's up, bro?
Yeah, Heps there had a beautiful thing to look at there and just wham right in there for Shocks. And that is going to be game number 1 going to Supro there after a tense and very immovable back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely fierce between the two of them. And Overlooked kind of had the initial start of it. They had a lot of pressure on the field. They had the demos, they had the right ideas with the rotations, and just never giving up that many shots. But Supro at the end caught on quick, and I still go back to Shocks, recognizing that Ant was coming back in on respawn and ties up on that second goal to give Heps that chance. And that's all I'm thinking about is just that field awareness for Supro right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something that Overlooked needs to be aware of here as we head into game number 2 of this best of 3. You know, Supro, you said it at the beginning of game number 1 there, they have not dropped a match throughout this tournament here, and they are looking to go for that sweep here in game number 2. Will they do it, or will Overlooked finally hand them a loss and possibly rattle that confidence that no doubt is at the brim right now for them?
And as we have 5 minutes on the clock, all I can think of is Overlooked had the right idea. They just need to not give up the play. Maybe be a bit more fierce on the front line. Try to get more bumps and just be a bit more cautious and field aware when demos are coming their way. As Ant has that chance, tries to get a shot on, but her blocks it, is now getting dribbled by Cole. Cole goes for a block on Hep's chance and takes it over to Ant. Ant on target, but her is able to knock it off and away up in front of the net. Denied once again by Supbro.
Yeah, and right now you see avantage, somewhere between American and French. Listen, you know, it's all revolutionary to me. All right, shout out to our English producer Nick, as we have 4 minutes and change here in game number 2, and Monk finds the back of the net off a brilliant interception.
Sees that chance. Cole just gets out of the way. Heps misses the touch. Her tries to pick it up, but Monk is right on top of her. And good read off that crossbar. Takes that first goal once again for Overlooked. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to start a strong scoring run, make the difference, and be the first game that Supbro drops.
Yeah, and that's a good way to start if that's your goal here, which I think it kind of has to be, because clearly neither one of these teams wants to drop down to that lower bracket, because those lower bracket runs, though legendary at times, can be absolutely brutal and nerve-wracking. What a pinch that was off the backboard. Unfortunately, though, didn't go in the back of the net, but man, if that had been any more accurate there, we would have seen a drama, as if we were looking at possibly a 2-goal lead instead. Brilliant saves on the back line there for Supbro.
Supbro, I'm loving Shock's positioning every time because he knows exactly where to drop down on that backboard. Now her is trying to get a setup going. You can see Shocks and Heps both on the same side there. Heps able to get the touch. Her on target and with the denial. Cole chasing after it. Heps tries to get a pass out to Shocks. Shocks instead has to center to her. Ant carries it forward. Monk knocks it away from Hebs and tries to maintain possession. Tries to get a bump on Shocks, but instead, Shocks will just be a little quicker and get around. Now Cole's back in the corner. Goes for bumps on the way out, but not enough momentum to get it another chance for the team.
Yeah, I think right now what's really doing well for Supbro is just that chemistry between Shocks and Heps there. They've done a lot together here in these tournaments, and there is her taking it all by themselves, getting them back on level pegging.
Her first goal of the match so far, and that's all they need as well. 3 saves on the stat line, just been making a strong difference, and it was that breakaway chance off the save. Gave her a chance to carry that ball up and take it off and away. Now Shocks gives it up to Heps, who's on the air dribble. Monk denies off the backboard. Can Ant pick it up? No. Her off the backboard once more. He tries to get it down to Shocks. Monk tries to deny, but instead forces it into the post, and it's in.
Yeah, and Shocks, they're so good at playing cleanup on aisle goal. Cole misses that clearance there, and Shocks says, I'm going to eat that up every day till Sunday. Thank you very much. May I have another? It's not going to be something that you like. That's a bit of a misplay there by Cole. Hopefully, they're able to get back on track here, as again, they are fighting for their lives here. They need 2 goals just to force a game 3 at this point.
I'm wondering if they're just struggling to, one, maintain just confidence under all this pressure, as Heps is able to get a breakaway and unfortunately not able to come in off that respawn, and once again caught lacking and just not quick enough to catch it.
Yeah, Ant tried everything they could off that respawn there, but ultimately Heps just built a little divvy right now. And again, it speaks to that chemistry Heps and Shocks kind of have there. And her looking for those demos. They got to kind of reset the bracket 2v2 there a little bit now. Now Ant taking it all by themselves here. See if they can do anything with it as they look for that boost and try to find something for their team. In the minute 50 still to play here. They're down 2 goals now. They need 3 just to force game 3.
And right now, I'm loving the ideas from Monk. They're actively trying to find a pass to work out, trying to get it up in the air for a teammate to get there in time. But it seems like every time they've done so, Supbro's been in the way, blocking them, shutting them down, or just rising up from above just to get a piece of the ball and throw it out of any kind of planned perspective. Cole trying to clear and start a 2v3 situation now with that demo, but not enough time spent for Overlooked.
Yeah, as we clock winding down here, you see a lot of sideways. They're happy to give up possession right at midfield there, Supro is, and allowing those sideways, horizontal passes, not really looking for things down the field, but Heps waits out Ant, and what a beautiful shot on goal that was there. Just a little hesitation there, and Ant just goes flying.
Just Heps sees Ant is already in the air, knows Ant would catch it if it goes any faster, and just gives it like a little soft tap, just a little love tap. And now it looks pretty dire for Overlook. This might be where they go down below, but Cole does not want to go silently into the night. Gets denied though. All still alive, rolls in front of the net. Can Ant get there in time? Doesn't have a lot of boost to play though. Has to avoid the demo from Shocks. Has to step back now. Monk takes control but gets demoed by Shocks. Ant carries it upfield towards the center. Wanted to get a pass out to that middle lane again, but again, Supbro in the way, just hurting them as much as possible.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like the impetus of the game has kind of gone out a little bit here. There's a little bit of air let out of this game as they are just kind of letting this clock wind down here. The victory assured for Supbro as the final few seconds tick down here. Ant trying to get one last moment of glory. Heps denies him though. Monk can get something, some sort of courage to get them, ready for this lower bracket run. It will not be as Her gets another one here, makes it 5-0 at the death.
Just a nice little 1-2-3 to say goodnight. See you at the bottom for Overlooked. Supbro just never gave up. Even when they were down in that first match, once they had momentum, it was like a runaway train. Just no breaks, nothing could stop them in that time. I'm loving the passing plays as well, too, between Heps and Shocks, like you pointed out earlier. But Her as well just carried the team in this one a bit.
Yeah, like an EDM morning show in Australia. No breaks, all gas. That is Supbro for you. They are absolutely tearing through this upper bracket in clean sweeps all around. They do not look like they can be stopped at this point. I mean, there is maybe one team that might have a chance to, and that's going to have to be their opponent, right, as they head into that winner's final, right?
Hopefully. But yeah, very excited to see how Supbro continues to dominate once we go into the winner's final against, I believe their next team is actually going to be Brocket League.
Does look like Brocket League there is going to be their opponents, Reveal, Brock, and Kiwi. So we'll see what they can do to create some havoc, a little bit of mischief, a little bit of chaos, maybe even a victory for themselves in that winner's final. But we will take a quick break. When we come back, we will have that winner's final right on deck.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out to the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
And welcome back, folks, to the Weekly Blizzard JT Displays alongside Ice Cold Brew, keeping it frosty for y'all as we head into the winners final. Sup, bro, taking on Rocket League.
Yeah, Brocket League coming up so far, ready to face off in the winners finals against this team, against Supro, who we just saw have a very dominant game against Overlook Gaming, and this will be a best of 5 as well. So Brocket League will have more of a chance to make a standout performance overall, but it's gonna be interesting to see, especially with how Supro played last match.
Yeah, I think, obviously, Sup, bro, they came in a little bit, back on the heels a little bit there in that first match there. They waited and were very patient. I think that's the other thing about them is that they're very patient, waiting for their opportunities to attack and find those areas of weaknesses there. So I think we're going to see a little bit of that here again as we get into this winners final. Look to see them being very patient, waiting for that opportunity, and when they find a way to exploit weaknesses in their opponent, that's when we'll see them execute.
Yeah, but of course, right now, Brocket League taking the first chance for a shot, Reveal picking up a second one, Heps picking it up for a save, and should get credited for a third off that backboard read. Now fakes out the opponent, doesn't have a lot of boost to play. In blue, we have Sup Bro with Heps, Shocks, and her. Over on the orange side, we have Brocket League with Brock, Kiwi, and Reveal. Kiwi popping that ball up high, Shocks takes it right on back, but Heps is going to have to pick it up from Shocks as that ball goes sailing across the court, over onto the backboard, and denied by Reveal.
Yeah, good little save there by Reveal as these two teams looking and feeling each other out here just a little bit in that first opening minute of game number 1. This is a marathon, not a race, as we like to say, but there are stages to it nevertheless, and stage number 1 here being this first game. Shocks can't find anything to clear out as Kiwi keeping that pressure on. There's Heps, looks for Shocks in that good pass, denied by Brock, and Reveal able to clear it out to the side.
Heps and Shocks once again looking for each other actively on that play, but Brock with a fantastic save there as Kiwi comes up, doesn't get the ceiling touch, doesn't really get another chance to flip. Her, this is the ball, it's Reveal, fakes her out. Instead, gonna send her over to the side. Brock gets a demo on Heps. There's a chance to bring it off the backboard for a pass, but Shocks comes down from below to take that ball away.
Yeah, now here comes Kiwi looking to find Brock. There's a really good square pass. Ultimately, though, Heps able to suss it out and looked for a shot on goal there. Ultimately, though, wasn't able to break through that defense. But you see, both these teams have these moments of creativity where they are able to find a good link-up play with their teammates. So that's what you need to see from a winning team here at the death knell of the winners bracket. You want to see teams that have that communication, that can create chances. What a shot that was, and a brilliant save by her.
Her has to use Heps as a shield in order to get that save. Now Heps nearly misses the touch to send that ball right into their own net. Instead, Kiwi's going to have to pick it up off the clear. Shocks drops it down. Heps tries to pick it up, but cannot find the ball. Veal loses track. Instead, Brock's going to pick it up and take it off the corner. Now her is around the side. Doesn't have a lot of boost to play. It's becoming more and more of a question of which team is going to have more boost to play with. Who can be most efficient as well. I'm loving the saves we're getting between both sides. Right now, Sup Bro not giving up a single shot, even after 5 shots have found the back of the net, back of the board right now.
Oh, critical touch there by her, as that looked like it could have been an open net there for Reveal. Reveal now trying to take it with the oh, beautiful ceiling touch there to put it home for the first goal.
Ceiling touch into a nice little flip reset. Just enough of a touch where Heps can't read it and Shock realizes they're out of position. Takes the first goal for Brocket League out of 7 shots. They have yet to give up, and you can see Sup Bro with 5 saves as well, just stuck on their back foot this entire play. Now they need to get that momentum going. They need to show what they were able to show that first time we saw them on stream. And hopefully they can get some passing plays to work out in their favor, but they gotta amp up that ferocity.
Yeah, and with a minute and a half still remaining here in game number 1, this is where I think you start trying to see a little bit of a different wrinkle from the Sup Bro squad. as they are looking to try to create some chaos against Brocket League. Brocket League there with that Brocket lead. Let's see if they can find another one here as Reveal looks for it.
Love that one. Reveal has that ball pinched off of them now. Is right in front of the target. Her going for a bump, but Brock dodges. Instead, Heps can't convert on that. Reveal booms it out forward. Brock tries to catch it, but Heps knocks it away over to her. Her able to pick up the boost, but almost finds a shot. But Reveal sees the misplay and takes it in for another goal for Brocket League.
Yeah, all game Reveal has just looked so dangerous whenever they're near their ball there, and you can see it again as that Magneto-looking card takes it in for goal number 2, a brace here in game number 1.
Yeah, and again, Subro just can look at the saves, and anything I know about Rocket League, if you are at the back line saving the ball, you are not having enough momentum. You are not putting enough pressure on the field to be a threat to the other team. And they haven't been able to get a good clear. You can see Hev scrambling for that save off the double touch from Kiwi. Able to get it that time, but now her doesn't have momentum to push that ball forward. Jogs tries to take it down, and Heps goes for one more. There might be a chance here. That's an open net. Is able to get the tight angle in for the first goal.
Incredible touch there by Heps. Again, like you said, her had no momentum, ran a boost there, but Heps, look at this incredible angle here, able to cut the lead in half now. 22 seconds, they may have left it a little late here, but now it is still game on now, and Supro has an opportunity, maybe trying to force overtime if they can get a quick goal here off this restart. Heps off the ceiling there, but well cleared there by Brock, looking for Kiwi, and again, final 10 seconds, Kiwi going to try to do everything he can to maintain possession here and keep it away from the side of Supro.
Shocks passes that ball out. Her can't find it. Hebs tries to center, but Shocks has overshot it. Instead, Her's going to try to pick it up. Is able to get the carry to bring it down. Reveal wants to boom that down to ground and is able to do so at the half-court mark. It's the first game to Brocket League, and that's the first one Supro has dropped as well.
It is, yeah. That was a great game there. Reveal having themselves an absolute, world-class type of game there. Able to take the bull by its horns, scored both goals there for Brocket League. Meanwhile, for Supro, we did get that late goal by Heps, but ultimately, we only had 2 shots in total from Supro on target. 6 saves for Supro. So really, you see that dynamicism coming in from Brocket League that Supro wasn't able to respond to in game number 1.
And 6 saves out of the 9 shots that Brocket League had. Again, Reveal was only able to score twice, but think of how many opportunities Kiwi had, how many opportunities Brock had, how much pressure Supro was suffocating under. I think in order to be able to take another game away from Brocket League, Supro needs to get stronger touches, better clears, and try to maintain control of the ball and maintain what kind of how much boost they have. They were kind of starving, especially on that back line as we go into game 2.
Yeah, and we'll see if that boost starving strategy reveals itself here for Brocket League once again as we are underway in game number 2. Whereas game number 1, a little bit tight affair there. Very, goals seem to be at a premium. I tend to find that game number 2 very rarely looks the same as game number 1. So this could end up a Golazo fest here if these two teams are not careful.
And you see Hebs going for a flip reset, doesn't have enough power behind it. Brock able to squeeze out a save there. Brock and Reveal both going for the ball there, and a rare double commit from Brocket League. But still, Kiwi able to maintain control. Hebs soft touches it down, wants to get it around Reveal. Reveal's just being annoying and in the way. Brock doesn't have enough power to shoot. Her and Shocks now having a meeting of the minds right in the middle lane, but Hebs is able to pick up the ball for themselves. Instead, tries to bring it down. Brock steals it, takes it away, brings it out towards the mid lane, off to the backboard from Shocks. Reveal tries to drop it down for Kiwi. No one's at net. Kiwi takes that first goal once again, but a little bit faster this time.
Yeah, and this comes up with Heps just giving away possession there at midfield, allowing Reveal to just take it off their nose, and then her in an awkward position there, kind of spidering right above the goal there, has to try to defend the goal entirely by themselves, unable to do it there as Kiwi comes in here for the opening goal of game 2.
Shocks able to recover in time to get that save, but now has to carry that ball up high. Gets it over Brock, but has to take it off to the backboard. Reveals at net. Heps waits patiently, tries to get a pass out to her, but her cheated up a bit too much. Now Heps almost slots it in, but it's not fast enough. Kiwi able to get on top of it pretty quickly with a little bit of time to spare too. Now Reveal able to get it around. Heps picks it up and gets it immediately stolen away again. Ball control is hurting Overlooked right now.
It is, and there's another one there. Reveal. They say they're so dangerous on that ball, and we see it here again. Shock tries to clear it out here, but Reveal just picks the pocket and puts it home for the doubling of the lead here for Brocket League.
I'm loving that Subro is being more aggressive in this match. However, it's not paying off, and a lot of that is, again, is not maintaining control. You have to be smart with your aggression and possession. You can kill time for that, as her takes that ball off the half court. Heps tries to get another touch, but Reveal denies. Kiwi picks it up, takes it off to the side. Over to Shocks, and that ball is centered. Can Heps drop it in? No. Shocks picks it up and walks away.
Yeah, and I don't know if aggression is really what they really necessarily need. I mean, because you see them getting, more shots towards the target there. That's what you want to see. But ultimately, I think what they need to do is, if you can see them try to play a little bit faster, and that doesn't necessarily mean being more aggressive. I just think that just means finding those passes more often to each other and moving that ball in ways that it just moves at a higher velocity, and it makes it harder for Brocket League to respond to.
I can see that too, just based on the 5 shots they put in. A lot of them have been a bit too slow to go in. Brock almost finds that target there. Having a little bit more velocity, but not the accuracy on that one. Kiwi tries to set up once more, goes for a clear out rotation. Doesn't find a body though. Shocks picks it up, takes it up high, tries to drop it off to the backboard. Brock though gets in the way, but Kiwi was there to support. Now once more on the backboard. Kiwi in the way. Veal might be able to get there in time and is able to do so. Now there's a breakaway chance for Brocket League once more. Denied by Heps. Good recovery.
Yeah, and I did like a little bit of that progression there. You saw it right there where they had a little bit of that infield passing, looking to each other there for passes more and more often there. And I think that's what they need to do moving forward, because you saw it put Brocket League under a little bit of pressure, a little duress there, as you again find them looking for those 1-2 passes back around to the midfield here for her. Drops it down, Revealed there to make the stop, but Shocks right again, looking for Heps. And then her, the drop in, and that's the goal. That's how you do it. A response from Supro.
I think that's exactly how you were saying it, exactly how you were drawing it up. Just enough passing plays, enough less aggression, but just very good touches overall. I love the setup. In order to find the back of the net there, just throw the rotations off of Brocket League. And now Brock takes a little bit of aggression out on her. It's able to pick up that ball in the corner. Right now, it's almost 1 minute left. Over Supro looking for a chance here.
Yeah, and this is, I think, a renewed energy. I think now that they can see that, this strategy here seems to have put Brock League under a little bit of duress here. Whoa, what a shot from her! And that is 2 for him now. Her now able to get their team back into level pegging with 52 seconds.
I love this pinch from Shocks on Reveal, and her is just upfield waiting for something and anticipates it, and just right place, right time, right idea. Ties up the game 2-2. And Reveal punches Shocks for that pinch. Tries to get a little payback on that, but Kiwi's going to pick up the ball on the side. Shocks sees they have momentum. Tries to fake out Reveal. Reveal jumped too early. Pass over to her. Her slows it down, tries to give it out to Heps. Shocks picks it back up, gets boomed away, I should say, as Reveal has a chance here, but Heps, with the clear out, buys them some time.
Yeah, you'll see now Brocket League doing what they were doing so well in game number 1, denying that boost from Supro. So Supro has to be careful here, manage that boost in the final few seconds of regulation here. Right now, we're in an overtime situation, but can somebody find a game winner in game number 2 in the regulation, or will we be going to the golden hour of golden goals?
That's the timer hit 0, and the ball, we went right into the golden hour. 2-2. We've seen Supbro win in OT as well, but we're having a bit of a miscommunication between her and Shox. Just a bit of a misrotation might have cost them as Kiwi is able to take it off the side and carry it in for game 2.
Yeah. Oh, and man, what a terrible mistake there. Allowed Kiwi to get it, and Hep's unable to get back in time. Broccoli takes a 2-game lead here in this best of 5, and now they are looking at match point with Kiwi stepping up here with 2 goals. Reveal, again, still dangerous as ever, but only 1 goal this time on the score sheet for game number 2.
Yeah, Reveal and Kiwi just came out on a tear. We have 8 shots total, but Kiwi was this time the difference maker. Just 50% shot accuracy and a pass out to Reveal and a save as well. Again, more of the same for Brocket League, but Supbro had the right idea. They were actively looking for each other. I love the passing plays to her and how that set up the goals. Unfortunately, I think in order to give up this game, I have to blame that one lapse of miscommunication at the half-court line on that kickoff.
Yeah, and honestly, this is an interesting one where, like, her has 100% shooting accuracy there in game number 2. But again, that last, overtime restart there just kind of messed everything up for them there. And now they're staring down at the wall of dropping into the lower bracket here. We'll see if that little extra moxie kind of gets our engine revving a little bit higher here, and they start seeing more of those plays that got them to a point where they forced that overtime here. But right now, it seems that Broccoli just has a little bit extra, and I think that little bit extra is Reveal.
I'd have to agree as well, but Shock's going to take that first kickoff, and I was about to ask if you think it's fatigue for Supbro, but I think Shock's just says, no, this is going to be different.
Yeah, and Shox says, all right, y'all want to play games on a kickoff? No problem. I'll just run it down your throats. And now we have an opportunity here to have a lead here. Now, how does Supbro defend a lead against this Broccoli League team? That's something that we have not seen from them yet. And now, game number 3, here we are. A little bit different dynamic to start things off right off the gun.
Something interesting I just noticed that Brocket League is trying out as well, too, is you saw Reveal go all the way up front field waiting for a pick and was looking for a chance there, but that might cost him as her is able to drop that ball down. Reveal, quick recovery, quick save off the backboard, but Brock is knocked away. There's a chance for Supbro to pick up the ball. Instead, Reveal's going to air dribble, denied by Heps. Kiwi and Brock both look at the ball, but back away quickly. Ball sent over to the side. Reveal with some violence on Shox, and another body add to the count there as Brock knocks it over to the side and just plays it slow to give some time for everyone to reset.
Yeah, this is an interesting one here as ultimately, you see that demo play from Reveal. It's a really good play. Her, though, looking for the big play. What a save by Kiwi. Latch-ditch defense just throws their body on the line there and able to make the save to keep it a 1-goal game. Could have been a 2-0 lead, a most dangerous lead in esports. Ultimately, not there yet.
That fourth man coming in clutch for Brocket League, but give credit to Kiwi as well, not panicking. Oh, so tightly contested against the ball. Anything could have cost the goal there. Now Kiwi still on the back line, gets a nice touch, drops it down for Reveal, but hers on top of them. Ball centered, Brock sends it outward. Shox shoots, cannot find the back of the net with Brock in the way once again. Her drops that ball down, brings it over to Shox. Shox on a race to get around Reveal, tries to drop it around and gets denied again.
Well, and what I'm loving to see from the defense here from Brocket League is just how quick they are to react. You see somebody with the ball on their hood on the side of Supbro, and immediately defenders there to respond to see, hey, it looks like they're trying to shoot from this angle, trying to bring down those angles. And speaking of angles, Brock finds one here off of Kiwi to tie up the game.
Look at that. Shox has to go back post. Try it. Thinks they have a little bit of time, but Brock comes right out of their line of sight, right out of their point of view, and just booms it in right inside the post. Great ball placement as well, but also smart rotation too. Anticipates where the ball is going for that pass from Kiwi.
Yeah, and Reveal is just on another level right now, just unplayable, just because they're gonna demo you off the field there for 5 seconds.
It's one of my favorite play styles. I love watching people demo others because you can't really play defensively or offensively if you're not around in the first place. Heps
Absolutely.
picks up a save. He picks up a demo as well. Brock 50s it. The ball's killed. Kiwi with the smart touchback. Let's get it over to, I believe that's Reveal on the back wall. Instead, takes it for themselves. Drops it around Heps. Kiwi and Reveal both looking for the ball off the backboard. Her gets a save.
That was dangerous there. They looked like they were gearing up for a surefire goal. Really staunch defending there by Supbro, and ultimately had an opportunity maybe to turn that double commit on offense into something as a counterattack, but nevertheless, a good staunch defend there. And now, 1-1 with a minute and a half still played. Great save from Shocks. That is a savior medal for them all in this game.
Loving this volley back and forth, both sides taking shots, but I feel like Brocket League just has a bit more aggression. It's just a bit more bloodlust going through them, as they're going for more demos than Supbro's been able to. We know Supbros can do it. We've seen them do it before, but right now Brocket League's not giving them a chance to even take advantage of it. But Heps, able to take that ball in the corner, tries to pinch it out towards center. Reveal, denies, ball in front of the net. Kiwi knocks it away, but Reveal gets credited for a save there as we hit that 1 minute mark.
Man, they expected goals on that shot there. Felt like it was probably very, very high. Felt like that should have been a goal. And ultimately, well defended away there, and a missed opportunity here for Supro, as now Reveal looks for Brock Heps. Sends it the other way there, and there's Kiwi able to respond in time here. Her can't get there as Reveal. Now on the ball. Has support with Brock behind him there. Final 30 seconds. Will we find a regulation winner? We always say it seems like, but so far we've not found one until Reveal calls me a liar, makes a double tap in.
I think Reveal planned to give planned for a pass, instead stole it from Kiwi, who's trying to go coast to coast. Reveal comes Kiwi out of the way, takes it onto the top of the crossbar and drops it right in. 20 seconds left to go. Supro need to make a play here. But right now my money is on a clean sweep from Brocket League as that ball finds the back of the net again off kickoff.
Let's see what happened here, because Brock, what a beautiful kickoff plan there with 17 seconds left to go. That is a 2-goal lead. Darn near insurmountable, not impossible, but it does look like in a clean sweep it will be a game, set, match situation. And moving on to the grand final to await somebody will be Brocket League.
And Brocket League's going to be one of our challengers and grand finals. As we go into the losers final, we'll be seeing Supbro again, and they will be facing off one of two teams. We have yet to find out which ones that will be in the moment, but Rocket League right now, just fantastic plays overall. Very aggressive. I think Reveal almost had a extermination on their hand too.
Yeah, it was a really impressive match there overall by Brocket League, just able to take control, and again, getting it in a sweep against a team that had not dropped a single game throughout the winner's bracket until we get to the winner's final, just shows how strong Brocket League is coming into this one here. And I think that is the team. I mean, Reveal, Kiwi, and Brock certainly have all looked strong in their own respective rights there, but ultimately it is going to be them who gets to play the waiting game now. Everybody loves the waiting game, right? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Everyone loves the waiting game. And that can also cause its own issues there. So we'll see who gets to come up on the stream next year. Obviously, we know for sure we are going to get Supbro. Who they're going to face off with, it's anyone's guess, and we'll find out after this quick break.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light, cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot, leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you'll spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out till the morning light, cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
And folks, welcome back to the tournament where $100 will eventually be on the line there for this weekly Blizzard. But for now, we are in the losers finals. JT displays alongside Ice Cold Brew. And we got ourselves Sup Bro, and they're taking on who?
We're taking on the Drain Gang Archives. Drain Gang Archives actually just beat out 6-3 in the previous match and are now in losers finals against Sutbro, who basically had the brooms brought out on them and got a clean sweep. And I'm kind of curious where their mental is going to be at for this series. It's going to be a best of 3, so they only have at most 2 chances to make or break into the grand finals.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting one here. Obviously, both teams have lost to that team waiting for them in the grand finals of Brocket League. So both teams, a little bit of history with that prevailing champion of the winners bracket so far. But it's all a matter of like who's the opponent in front of you. And I think right now, you're right. You're looking at the mental effects there between Supbro, just kind of getting swept there. It does have mental impact there, and then now they've been sitting waiting for their opponents to arrive here. Now Drain Gang, we'll see if they are able to handle their business as well. which actually I believe. Let me double check the bracket there,
Mhm.
because no, Drain Gang actually never did get to Broccoli because they actually lost to 6-3, who they managed to overcome. So they are on a bit of a redemption arc that right now themselves here. So maybe the Drain Gang archive has a little bit more of a chutzpah about them as they were able to overcome the opponent that brought them down a lower bracket.
I could definitely see that. I think Drain Gang, being on a tear, already had their first redemption arc, and now if they can run away, take the grand finals after facing off against Sup Bros, that'd be a wonderful story to see overall. But Sup Bros, a little bit of redemption, and you said that they were waiting for Drain Gang to finish up their match with 6-3. They could have cooled off by that. Their mentality could have been reset. They could have experienced some resilience, had a quick little talk of, okay, the passing plays didn't work out in the way we wanted them to. We need to figure out what the next game plan is, especially if we make it to grand finals. The question is, which of these two teams will be the first to 2 wins overall? So we're waiting for them to come back into the lobby.
Yeah, and I don't know if necessarily those passing plays didn't go off well for Sub Pro. It just happened to be they kind of ran into an immovable object when they were trying to become that unstoppable force of those passing plays, because those passing plays did yield results here, but ultimately it was Brocket League that was able to just overcome that issues. Right? They found ways to get faster. Just adapt more. So I think that we need to see some malleability, a little bit of flexibility there, ability to change that the tactics and the stratagems, and being able to adapt to your opponents here, if they're able to, if they want to get back to the grand finals. But kickoff is now underway here for this losers final, a best of 3. Who will take it?
And Astro almost drops the ball right in, but Heb's able to get the clear out there. Now Hebs passes it over to Shock. Saya was on top of Shocks the entire time, gets another bump on Shocks as well. Shocks fighting for some boost in the moment. Hebs, last one back. Has to be the last defender. Shocks gets in position, carries the ball over, doesn't have the boost to play. Pinch out between Drain Gang Archive, sends it off and away back into Saya's waiting bumper.
Yeah, and a reminder, folks, that the team of Drain Gang Archive is Saya, Gear, and Astro. Once again, we have her, Heps, and Shocks for the side of Supro that we've seen throughout this tournament already, as both teams jockeying for possession here. A little bit of ping pong back and forth here, trying to gain possession of this ball here. And see Astro looking for a shot towards net. Shocks able to clear it out, looking for Heps, who drops it in there, has to be saved, and Gear is there to make that save.
Astro comes in for that double commit as well, has to get out of the way from the bump by Heps. It's a demo on Heps instead, but Her is able to take the pass and slot it right in down low for the first goal.
Yeah, beautiful demo there to set up that goal. Her just has very little work needed to do to put that in the back of the net there, and Her gets the first goal of this lower final.
The first goal, Shocks, though, is taking it up onto the ceiling. Gear on the backboard. Heps gets it right in front of Shocks, waves through the windshield, and then drops it right behind them for a second goal. Supro looking very different right now compared to that previous match we saw.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like they're ready to throw in the towel anytime soon.
I was worried about their mentality, and it's not something to worry about. Gear works off a little bit of the frustration on Heps right now. Can Saya drop it around Shocks? All coming down. Her knocks it away. Gear sets up a back pass to Astro. Earth still on top of the ball, tries to drop it down, gets it around Astro. Saya, last one back, tries to dodge a demo from Shocks, but instead knocks the ball in from Her.
Yeah, and now we've got this Supro team on an absolute riot right now. They are turning the gears of the machine, and they are working this game in the way that they want to work it. I mean, there's no stopping right here. I'm waiting for a response from Drain Gang Archive, and they have not been able to find a way to break any part of the game plan so far from Supro.
Clever clear out from Astro, but not enough space there. Shocks is on top of it from the touch by Gear. Let's get a flip reset. Wants to drop it down to that mid lane. Instead, Astro booming up to Gear. Gear forced to put into the corner over to Saya. In front of the net. Gear can't find a way to get it around her. Now that ball centered once more. Can her get there in time? Doesn't look like they have enough boost though. Shocks bumps off Saya. Saya going back to respawn. Astro has a chance here though. Comes off the ceiling. Untouched. Tries to drop it down and Heps takes it off the backboard, but Saya's not giving up on this play. Gear can't find it though, and this is a chance for a breakaway for Supbro.
Yeah, Astro, though, meanwhile, at midfield, trying to find something for the team here. A little bit of a spark as Saya unable to get past the defense of Supro. Dangers there from Shocks as he tries to make the double tap there. Her into the corner as Saya clears it out, looking for Gear, but gets a touch there, but not able to control it close to the body of the car. And ultimately, he's able to give it up in the blue half there for Supro. It's very easy defensively for him right now.
And I'm loving just our quick recovery from Supro right now. There's 75% shots on three of them coming off of assists for all 3 goals. Gear tries to get it past Shocks on that one. Heps taking it away. Saya on target. Can her knock it away? Ball still in front of the net. Astro zooming in for the final touch to get that first goal for Train Gang.
Yeah, and that is a final opening salvo here from the Drain Gang archive. And it is Saya able to find, Astro able to find it off that assist from Saya. And now 3-1, a minute and a half still to play though. They left it very late here to try to find a response. They need 2 goals here, and they need to do it in about 90 seconds.
I think they have a good idea. At least try to disorient the back line of Supbro. Put a lot more pressure on them. Make it hard for them to get strong clears. Make it to where they aren't sure who's going to take the ball from them. Set that play up for your team. Astro comes in a little bit too fast, too furious. Off the backboard, tries to get a setup play for Saya, but instead, let's wait for that touch. It's for a 50. Right now, Shocks is looking for a pass out. Instead, Saya's going to get in the way and knock it off.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity there. Ultimately, up a cul-de-sac as Saya put in that defensive shift, looking for the shot. This Gear, but her able to make the stop. But now you're starting to see a little more ramp up here from the Drain Gang, and Saya puts him within 1 with 38 seconds left to play.
All starts with that touch from Gear. Once Gear has it back in the corner, Astro sees a chance for a demo, realizes there's only one person on the back line. Her tries to come in for the save, but instead just helps out Saya and booms it right into the net. Brings it down to 1, and they might get another one off the kickoff. Out of the corner, Gear misses the touch. Astro drops it down low. Shocks, though, with the clear. 30 seconds left to go. Ring Gang Archive looking for one more at least for the golden hour.
Yeah, critical save there from Shocks that time. Gear gets it past one. Saya's coming in there. Final, no! What a bump, and Saya gets it in here. 3-3. It is tied up with 16 seconds left. Look at this bump right now from Gear.
Gear has vision, just full court 2020 all around. Knows exactly who they need to block to get that ball. Ties it up. 16 seconds left to go. They have a chance here, but her says you're not going to do it with Astro and demos him immediately. Now Astro off the respawn tries to get into the middle of the net. Saya, dangerous clear off the backboard. Astro gets a good 50 though. Ball's going to roll uphill into Heps. Ball comes to ground. Game 1 with an OT.
And it certainly does feel like Saya only plays with their third pedal because they are nothing but clutch right now. As they have forced overtime.
Astro tries to clear that ball, but doesn't have the boost to play after a fantastic clear getting it away from Shocks. Now Saya, though, is going to come out of the corner. Sees a chance here. Gear knocks it away. Shocks is going to hold on to possession for Supbro. Tries to drop it down for her, but her cannot get there in time as Saya slows it down. Once again, Gear, last one back, but Heps can't find the back of the net. Lucky break for the archive.
45 seconds into overtime here. Shocks having to defend this attack from Astro. Gear keeps that pressure on the blue half of the field, but everyone's gone back to find some boost. Saya's not able to get to there. Astro has to make that save, does so with aplomb. Now looking for that attack to try to find a winner here and send them to match point. Again, it is a best of 3, so you got to kind of put all your cards on the table and find a winner here for your team to give them a critical advantage in this series. Gear trying to drop it in, and Her makes the save. Heps isn't there though, and Saya puts it home. And now it is going to be match point in favor of the Drain Gang Archive.
Shox just can't find the touch. Her doesn't get a strong clear, hits it inside the post, it rolls out, and Heps sees what's about to happen, but it's like watching a train wreck about to happen as that ball finds the back of the net. Can we talk about how many shots Drain Gang has put on versus Supro, who only has 5?
Yeah, I mean, they had 5 from Astro alone there, and then another 4 for Saya, and then 3 from Gear. That's 12 shots there. That's you're looking at, I can't math, but it's a lot more shots than 5 total. So
12 total.
Yeah. 12. 12 divided by 5. It's I already graduated high school, so I don't need to bother with math anymore. That's what we got an accountant for. All right.
But
shout out to my accountants.
Shout out to the accountants. Thank you for paying my paychecks. But yeah, no, just Drain Gang coming back on a 3-goal tear at the very end there, 3-goal scoring run, and now they have all that momentum going into match point for them.
Yeah, and this is something that we've seen from Supro. They've now dropped, get this, 4 games in a row. And they were able to get, a few overtimes through that winner's bracket here, but now losing an overtime in the loser's bracket, you gotta wonder here, where are they going to be able to find that stiff upper lip there, find some defense, in the final minute of the game there, because that seems to be their Achilles heel.
Yeah, you can see, like Supro's a little bit panicked right now. They realize they are on stream 3 times so far. They're about to drop their second match live on stream. Her with the deflection, but Gear's going to pick it up. Send it center once more. Saya, soft touch with the wheels on target, but not enough momentum. Heps gets a nice touch into the corner. Astro centers. Gear can't find the back of the net, though. Gets it knocked away into the corner. Again, I'm loving Drain Gang arc.
Yeah, I love what Saya did, too, there. I don't know if you noticed this, but Saya decided to match their car the same way that Reveal has it, that same exact, what's it called?
Color palette?
No, the color palette and the pattern as well. As they get this opening goal here, so it's exactly how Reveal was when they beat Supro. So a little bit of the mind games here coming out, and right off an early kickoff goal. First it's Saya, now it's Astro, and it's a dangerous 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in esports.
Fantastic kickoff, good kill right in the center, which is where you wanted Astro just reacting quickly. Going back to what you said about how Reveal had the card the same way, I'm loving the mind games between these teams, just trying to beat them out, and Her does not care for the mind games, just wants to put balls on net. Takes that pass off the kickoff for the first goal.
Yeah, and Her's really good at finding the back of the net there as well. That seems to be the hot hand here for Supro. Not that they all can find the back of the net there, but Her has been able to find it consistently tonight. And I think moving forward, they need to just feed Her and find a way to get the ball to her.
And she tries to get a chance off of Gear, but Gear a little bit too quick on that flick, carries it forward towards that net. Now Her and over the side, doesn't have boost to play. That ball is centered. Shox, though, is able to dribble it, pick it up, gets it around Gear. Aya in the way. Gear demos Her, but Heps might be able to put her on target. Oh, just enough. It was only matters in horseshoes and hand grenades. That ball flies away half court.
Yeah, close but no cigar ultimately. But they are still chasing this game here, and they have smelled a little blood in the water. 2-1, 3 minutes remaining now. Shox trying to control this one. Gets into a bit of a rule one there, but Astro breaks free from it there. That could have been exciting content there. I would have loved to see that and make this a 2v2 situation here in a loser's final, but I think the nerves say that they quickly break away from that here, so it's not that we'd ever fault anybody from breaking a rule one in a competitive scenario such as this where money could potentially be on the line. We would never boo them incessantly for that.
I absolutely would, like, not even kidding. But I will give Astro a break. They did not lock it in for that roll one. It was not collar and elbow tie up in that moment. Heads almost gets that ball in on the tight angle. It rolls away. Now Shock's looking for a chance here. Drops it down center. Can Her get there in time? No. Saya flex, brings it up high. Her can't find a chance. Doesn't have the boost to play. Tries to fake out gear. Shocks, though, forces it in with the weight. Just been going to the gym a little bit longer than everyone else.
Oh, and Her tried to project there. I love that, but ultimately Shocks had a little bit of boost and was able to muscle it into the back of the net to tie it up here. This is a good game right now as it is 2-2 with 2:02 on the clock here. Nearly perfect symmetry as a great save comes out from Her to keep it a tie ball game at 2-all.
Now Saya is carrying it up into the ceiling, wants to just buy some time for a good passing play, but can't find it. Heps is getting bullied just all around the midcourt line, and Gear is able to walk the ball in off of that. Watch Heps in the back line, gets bumped by Astro, bumped by Gear, and Gear grabs the ball and takes it in.
I think you would have loved to see Gear, you kind of flick that a little bit more to put in the top part of the goal there, but ultimately a goal's a goal. And you're right, Heps just turned it themselves into a bit of a ping pong ball there and was trying to get a high score on the Addams Family pinball machine.
Just hit a bit of my childhood there. Shocks tries to put the ball on net, and Astro with the save off the backboard. Heps looks for another chance. Corner pocket, Gear is able to boom it out to the corner. Now Heps is looking for another chance to pick it up, tries to get it center for Her. Drops it down. That's going to roll right into the net. Perfect angle on that shot.
Perfect angle indeed. Their beautiful waterfall shot here. Gets the deflection as well to help. And that is going to make it a 3-3 game here in minute 15. And yeah, honestly, I'll say it. Addams Family pinball machine, it's a great, it's a fantastic pinball machine. There's very few, I think, match that sort of like dopamine hit when it comes to pinball machines like it.
I have to agree. Speaking of nice hits, Astro with the pass from Saya almost puts it in the net, but Her is able to pinch it off the crossbar. Gives him a little bit more life. Still keeps it tied at the 1 minute mark. The deflection from Heps sends it over to Her. Shocks, little conversation at the half court with Heps there. Says, let them take the ball. Brings it up to the side. Heps, let's get it around Astro. Drops it down. Saya wants an upfield pass to Astro, but instead it's going to go back down to the corner. Not able to find the connection. Deflected up high off the ceiling. Heps. It's around, but Gear is able to get the last touch as it heads off the backboard to Shocks.
Now, Supro needs to find some fortitude here in the final waning seconds of regulation and possibly into overtime if we see that again, because again, they've been crumbling in the final seconds of the matches too often here tonight. Can they find a way to get a victory from what could have been the jaws of defeat? What a save from Gear to force the situation and maybe force overtime, maybe find a goal here, denied by Heps. And Asher with the shot, it will be overtime.
Shocks, the best they could with that shot at the very end, but didn't have the boost to play. And now we're back in OT where one goal means Drengen goes to grand finals, or we get one more chance for Supro to find their way there for a redemption arc. Here's that ball over to Heps. Heps knocks it away towards center. Instead, Astra's going to pick it up, tries to drop it down low. Cannot do so as Saya knocks it all the way across to the corner, picks up a demo along the way on Shocks. Knocks it off to the other side, over to Astro. Astro looks for another touch, but Heps gets in the way and brings it down to the corner.
Yeah, and you gotta find something here for Supro. They need a goal to stay alive. Of course, a game 3. That was a good high goal expected situation there. Ultimately, there couldn't find something. Meanwhile, for the Drain Gang Archives, all they need to do is put a goal in the back of the net, and they will punch their ticket to the grand finals. Both teams with so much on the line, and this will force Game 3 as Heps finds the shot from Shocks.
That is their bread and butter right now. Just boom that ball upfield and give it a chance for a redirect by whoever's up high, waiting for that pass. They tried it before, it failed that time, but this time, at the very end, when they needed just a little bit more light, they got that fourth goal, and now it's tied 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, and I think at this point it is now a best of one, right? It is essentially carte blanche between the two of them. It doesn't matter what you did before. It all that matters is what happens next. And you see, Drain Gang had so many shots, 13 shots on goal compared to just 10. But again, you see more shots from Subpro there here in this game number 2. So you did see more aggression, more offensive mindedness from here, and that's what we want from them here. If they want to succeed and go back up to that grand final. Meanwhile, Drain Gang, hey, they've been the aggressors throughout this one here. How do they respond to this setback now?
I think Drain Gang just has to anticipate the passing plays, especially that big upfield passing play on breakaways. They need to be more aware when that's going to happen and shut that down. They've been able to do it fairly often in the middle of the match, and were able to catch it fairly quickly. But that was the one chance that they let slip. So far, one of the big things they've been doing as well is boost starving Supbro. Supbro can't make a lot of plays when they don't have a lot of speed behind them, and it's forcing them to have to be more creative and set up more passing plays. But Drain Gang, more aggressive, more demos, and just very creative on the shots as well too, especially for the setups. But if they can just overwhelm Supbro, they can run away with it as well.
And honestly, what I can only hope for both of these teams, regardless of who comes out the winner, is I would like to see that this series possibly strengthens them, as Her puts in the back of the net there after Shocks somehow found an open net there and couldn't put it home there.
Wanted to put it right behind Gear, and just a little overshot, but you know what? Her is there for the cleanup. That's a good teammate. That's not a lot of trust between the team, but honestly, Her, good anticipation. Sees the ball going the wrong way, and it's just able to recover quickly, but Gear almost finds the double touch opportunity. Instead, Her's going to boom it upfield. That's on target, though. It's going to roll right past Astro for a second goal.
And that is a shot from downtown as Herd takes it the long way around, puts it in the back of the net. 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in esports. And this is a team that knows how to choke away leads. So the question is, will they do it this time, or have they gained some fortitude in this battle here? Something that they will need if they are to face that grand finals. Again, both teams here trying to give it their all.
Gear was getting ready for a back pass, but can I talk about that save from Her? I mean, Heps and Shocks was also involved in that way, but Her got credit for that save. Fantastic touch. Gear follows up, though, sees the soft touch from the defender, and decides to take it away and carry it for themselves there. Heps not able to do much.
Yeah, that was a brilliant pass there from Saya to set it up there for Gear, and that drops it in here. A 2-1 lead now. 1 goal separating these two teams. And again, Supro, that seems like the pressure, we've been talking about it because they've been on the stream for so long, but it does really feel like the pressure is really more on them than it is on Drain Gang. I think Drain Gang kind of playing a little bit with house money, and right now Heps trying to cash in some of that money in the bank.
Someone zeroed in from that corner. Look at that range and that power from Heps. Takes it off the pass from Shocks with 2 defenders around them and still finds a goal. Takes back that 2-goal lead. Yeah, going back to that point earlier, feeling all that pressure. It would be a shame to be on stream 3 times and drop 2 games straight, but they aren't looking to drop this one. Right now, starting off with a very strong lead, but Drain Gang Archive has plenty of time, plenty of opportunities to catch up. And I think the answer is just keeping pressure on right now and hoping to basically disrupt Supbros from getting any kind of strong clears like they did for that first goal.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for Drain Gang, I think you're looking at them, and they've been kind of looking for something as Shocks makes it 4-1 here, and suddenly I think that the pressure, it feels like we are seeing a different Supro. They are feeling very locked in here. Just under 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I'm looking at the overlay map right now, just seeing where everyone was, and Subro, again, maintains a lot of pressure, realizes there's no one back at net, especially after the missed touch from the last man, and just takes this opportunity to find the back of the net for themselves. Gear off the crossbar, can't get it inside though, so Astro's going to try to drop it down. Doesn't get the touch, so Saya's on top. Gear goes in for another one, but Heps knocks it off and away. Astro tries to center, tries to get around her. Shocks comes up from behind. And 3-goal lead for Supbro right now. So far, everything on their side. They've got to tighten up their defense and shut down any kind of misplays or bad clears on their end in order to make this lead work out.
Yeah, good little dribble there from Shocks, but Astro's able to break it up there momentarily. I see the defensive side of Drain Gang comes out, turns into offense. Saya dropping in for Astro. Astro can't hold on to it though, and can't control it well. There remains a 3-goal deficit for them here. This is where heroes can be found if they are to be there at all for Drain Gang. 1 minute and 40 seconds, just about 100 seconds remaining here in this game number 3. Another shot from Astro, and her makes a critical save here. This could be desperation do or die time here for Drain Gang.
Astro's last one back and is able to get the 50 off of Heps. Heps, though, right idea, smart play, was going to try to keep it low and force that 50. It's another chance, though. Astro passes up to Saya. Saya can't convert, though. Heps picks up a savior. Here tries to put on target. Saya has another chance. Shocks jumps up and gets another save. Oh, moved upfield. So far, Supro with 8 saves to their name. 5 shots total out of 4. 80% shot percentage now that I think about. Very impressive offense from them. Quality over quantity, as they say.
Yeah, and right now, the quantity may be a lot, but the quality is lacking from Drain Gang. As you see, they've only got 1 goal to show for it here. Gear has put something in the back of the net for them here, but they need a whole lot more and not a whole lot of time to do it with. They're just about 10 seconds of goal just to get on level pegging here. Gear forced into action to make the save. Saya now trying to find, he's got support ahead of him with Gear looking for those bumps on the back line there, but Heps rises to the occasion, makes the stop. The clear, it's all about draining the seconds from Drain Gang.
Heps puts in the middle lane, but Shock's not able to get there in time, so Gear doesn't want to go quietly into the night, tries to put one more on for a pass, but unfortunately, looks like it's going to be game, set, and match, and we're going to see a rematch between Brocket League and Supbro as well, as that ball gets centered. That's game for everyone involved.
Game, set, match, back again to the grand finals of the Blizzard weekly $100 tournament there. It is going to be Supbro, and they are going to be taking on perhaps the strongest team of this tournament. Of course, that is the team of Brocket League. I didn't forget the name. I just wanted to hold it there for dramatic effect.
You wanted the anticipation.
Anticipation, yeah.
But at the end of the day, both these teams will be able to get a part of that prize pool. The question is, who's going to take the bigger piece of it at $70 out of that $100 prize pool? Who's going to walk away with just $30 to their name?
Hey, that's enough for a couple of McChickens there, and we're going to see if they're going to get a couple of McChickens, or if you're going to get like a bit of a grimace shake in your face and laying on the floor gasping for breath. Either way, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will leave you gasping for breath with all the excitement coming up in that grand finals.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else. Like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Are you waiting so for what the hell? So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
And folks, it is finally time for the grand finals of this $100 Blizzard tournament by Frost Esports JT Displays alongside that ice cold brew. And we got ourselves one heck of a grand finals. Sup, bro? Come back up to face Brocket League.
I cannot wait for the possible redemption arc we have in this best of 7. Supbro has plenty of chances there, coming off of a hot win after dropping the first match against the Archive crew. They were instead able to come back 2 straight wins and some very impressive plays on this, and now they have a chance once again against Brocket League, who are Brock, Reveal, and Kiwi, who last time we saw them were making a very dominant performance in a 3-game sweep in a best of 5, but now with Shocks, Her, and Heps back on the side of Supbro on blue, they're ready to go, and they're looking a little different right now. I'm liking a lot of the aerial plays so far between both squads, but Brock might have found an opening. Instead, Shocks able to clear it out there and boom it away.
Absolutely. And as we have a reminder for you folks, the grand finals, how it works, the winners bracket winners get to have a game advantage in this best of 7. So they have already started off, basically won the virtual game number 1 here. So this is essentially game number 2 we're looking at, although it is game 1 on stream. And so they have that little bit of the advantage being the winners bracket, being so dominant in the winners bracket here. And now it's going to be up to Supbro to try to overcome that. Supbro has to win 4 games on stream to win this championship. Meanwhile, Brocket League, they just need to win 3 games on stream to be claimed the champions.
And that ball gets sent, and Reveal comes out of the corner, sees an opening, and just booms it right over the 2 defenders, Shocks and Her.
Yeah, and Reveal once again so deadly in front of goal there. You cannot let them get on that ball, because you know something's going to be flying at the back of your net with some violent speed.
And violent action as well, too. Reveal was just out in the field in force last time we saw them on screen. And I think they're going to be just as aggressive as last time and just as much in the way. Curious to see what Supbro's new plan is, if they can shut down Reveal on this time. Kiwi, though, is going to try to get an upfield pass to Reveal. Reveal finds that connection. Shocks, denies, though. Takes it back in the corner. Reveal can't get another touch. Instead, pinches it down. Kiwi able to pick it up. Takes it up out of the side. Slows it down. It's able to bait out Heps, but Heps was ready and waiting. There's a double commit from Supbro, so Heps scrambling to get back. Kiwi centers the ball that's on target. Heps able to carry it away, though.
Yeah, and I love that patience there from Kiwi, just waiting on the wall there, and then again waiting when that ball came up to them. Just very calm with their movements, not really allowing their opponents to get them under their skin and get rattled here. You see, with every touch that we're getting from them so far has been very methodical in their process, and I think that's what allows them to score goals. Is just they're just so methodical and feel very assured with every touch they get on the ball.
And right now, Supbros is just trying to deny them time for possession, just trying to disrupt that. Shocks, able to slot it in, bottom corner, off the pass from Heps, and we are seeing a repeat of the Heps and Shocks connection.
Yeah, and Shocks, beautiful, found it underneath Brock there, and it's tied up now 1-1 with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. Almost 2-2-2 on the board with a tie ball game. Nevertheless, Reveal trying to make it history here, changes up the game as Her is forced into a savior champion save right there.
Boom from Reveal. Misses the connection with Kiwi, though. Kiwi was trying to get that pass and knock it down. Instead, it's going to try to go back to Brock. Shocks. Just a bump from Reveal. Brock, though, still has possession. Tries to bring it down low. Instead, gets pinched off the post. Off and away. Reveal still picks it up. Her comes in and gets involved. Shocks keeps it upfield. Wants one more touch. Instead, Heps has to block the touch from Kiwi. Can Brock get there in time? No. Ball denied, and it's heading back over to the Brocket League side.
Yeah, you see those shots coming in from up high, and then they try to go down low, but ultimately it's just too slow.
Reveal. The ball stolen away from them by Heps. Hers tries to pick it up, but Kiwi now looking for a pass out to Brock. Blocked by Shocks. Ball once again going back to the Brocket League side. They're finding a lot of moments where they can take a slight breather, grab some boost, and then get back involved for Brocket League can bring it back over to their side. It's kind of what you want to see. It's a bit of a different play style for Supbro. It's helping them out in the long run, I believe.
Yeah, meanwhile, her forced into some defensive action, misses this one from Reveal. Reveal's got all the time in the world, and Kiwi will drop it in there off that beautiful pass. Able to pick apart the defense here.
Veal opts not to go for the ball, decides with the body, and just decides to suplex them into the dirt. And I think that was Herbs trying to come in for the save, but that smoke screen just blinded them a bit too much. Gave that lead back over to Brocket League. Smart vision from Reveal on that play.
Yeah, Reveal with an absolute all-elite pass right there to set up Kiwi with that one there. Certainly looking like a bit of a connection between them.
Do you see what I see in the back of the net there for Rocket League? A roll one between her, and I think that might be Brock stuck back there as well. We're back into a 2v2 situation right now. 20 seconds left on the clock. Neither of those players are going to give it up in this moment. So now Shocks and Hevs, who we've seen have chemistry, might have a chance here. Kiwi's going to shut that down. Get a block. Hevs can't get the read off the backboard. Tries to pinch it out towards center field. Reveal carries the ball right down to Shocks, and that's game two. That's another game going to Brocket League in that moment.
Brock League now up 2-0 here in this grand final, in this Blizzy Glizzy, if you will, the grand final of the Blizzard. And again, Brock League there looking so strong. Subpro came out swinging there, but ultimately, again, this is the reason why Brock League has kind of come in winners of the grand finals, because the winners bracket, because they are absolutely been able to take care of business regardless of who their opponent is.
And Reveal and Kiwi both only able to get one goal each off of one pass from each other. And it took a lot of effort in order to get those goals in. They have 10 shots on the team total, 5 of them from Kiwi, 4 of them from Reveal, versus the 4 shots from Supbro with only one of those goals going in. Brocket League has a lot of vision, but I think Supbro can still come back. But right now they're at a 2-win deficit. Brocket League just need to win 2 more games to take the series.
They do, yeah. And I think that Supbro, obviously, they came in here, had a hard, strong fought battle against their opponents in the lower bracket there. But now it's all about applying those lessons that you learned in that lower bracket fight, right? It's about applying everything you've learned in your previous bout against Brocket League. And they weren't able to overcome Brocket League at all. They lost in a straight sweep there. And now this is an opportunity for them to try to find that redemption. So what have they learned, right? I think that's what we need to see from them is what have they learned and how do they apply that knowledge that they've gained?
And I think right now it's just not giving Rocket League any kind of space to control the ball and just continue getting in the way. Her going for boost over ball on that play there. It might have been the right call. Reveal was able to take it out of the corner. Drops it down. That might have been a mistake. Her booms it up high. Saving grace. Good rotation there. Now Hebs has a chance for a goal. Is able to drop it in off the pass from her. Takes it off the side and in.
Yeah, that was a close one there. Look for sure that it could have been a very dangerous situation. But ultimately, Hebs able to come out on top and find a way to put the ball in the back of the net here. And now this is a Supbro squad that is looking to find redemption here, and they have an early lead. Can they, defend from the front essentially now? Because that's something that they've struggled with throughout this tournament here, is defending from the front. And I think they need a couple more goals to feel any sort of comfort against this squad.
And one thing they definitely have to be aware of now, and you saw Reveal going for demos, from my perspective at least, just being aware of when Reveal's sneaking up on you. And Kiwi as well. Kiwi is definitely a threat when the speed's behind them. Hebs pops it up high, gives over to her. Her on target, Reveal knocks it away over to Brock. Brock loses control, throws it a bit too far in front. Instead, looks like Supbro's going to drop it down low. Brock keeps in the middle lane. Doesn't really have it on target. Not enough power either, and Reveal can't pick it up. Now Shocks off the backboard, wants to bring it down. Just picked up the boost in that moment. It's her. It's trying to get a pass out to Hebs. too far in front, though, and that ball's going to go back into that corner.
Yeah, reveal now. Trying to clear it out, but Heps keeping the pressure up. This is what you need to do against this team of Brocket League. And her flicking it up there, but there comes Brock looking to find reveal. Heps gets in the way of it there. Now Shocks looking for the backboard, trying to put it home here. It's not there, but Brock able to clear it out, and they escape by the skin of their teeth off that attack.
Very lucky break as well, too. Some people might have wanted her to go for that shot, but I think her had the right idea just to set back and wait. Brock tried to boom it up to a reveal, but couldn't find that connection, and now struggling to maintain control of the ball. Heps on target, drops it in right into the net.
And now it's a 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in esports, but Heps has been on another level right now in this game number 3-ish. And
Number 3-ish.
2-0. That is going to see if, with 2.5 minutes still to play, that's still a lot of Rocket League to play here in this game 3-ish. We'll see if they are able to hold on to it.
Also, shout out to Heps on the power behind that shot. 74 miles per hour, 119 kilometers per hour. And Shocks doesn't need a lot of power, just needs to place it right where it needs to go. Drops it right behind, not one, not two, but 3 defenders in that moment. Or, no, 2 defenders. I saw Brock come in too late.
Yeah, an uncharacteristical miss there from reveal as well. You saw that they were looking to try to clear it out, but ultimately they just missed it that time. So I think that's very, not usual, not something we expect from them there. So I don't think that's something that they can really rely on. I think they just kind of got lucky that it was just missed that time. And here comes Brock with a response. Says, "Yeah, that was just luck. It was just, you deserve 2 goals, but that last one, that was just fluke."
Yeah, a bit more power behind it as well, too. And now I'm kind of worried this was just a little lapse, just a little bit of hesitation to try and get in the way of that shot. That might cost Sup Bros. We've seen Rocket League just go on a scoring tear after getting that first goal, but they have a 2-goal lead right now. Sup Bro trying to get the ball, but Brock picks up a second one off the backboard touch from Kiwi.
And here comes Brocket League. They left it, they waited, and this is the Brocket League that we know can come to the forefront here. The one that scores goals in bunches. They gave themselves a 3-goal deficit, and now the response here within 1, and you can almost feel like they are not done scoring yet. They are just waiting for another opportunity. Brock looking for Kiwi, denied by Shocks that time. And now I think you see the pressures on the Supro to try to pick up the pace here, find a ways to break through the lines with some searching passes as they try to find way to clutch out this game and find victory here.
Shocks tried to get a setup on the backboard there, but Kiwi was able to get it around. Reveal picks it up. Ball dropped down at half court. Kiwi, another chance. Brock was anticipating Shocks to go up for the ball and tried to bump them out. Reveal misses a touch as well. Heps has a flip reset. Doesn't have boost to play, though. Instead, has to drive into the wall and hope for the best there. Shocks, once again, gets a 50 in their favor. Heps, it's a round reveal for the pass once again.
And Heps with a Hattie now. Look at this beautiful little touch. It didn't look like it from the angle we saw initially, but yeah, beautiful touch there to send it over the waiting defender. And now Heps with the hat trick. Hats off to him here with a minute left to play. And suddenly, Supro trying to find their first win of this grand final.
Especially against a team that swept them previously. Her able to take the pass from Shocks and just deepens that lead a little bit more. Wants to keep the momentum going. Wants to keep that ferocity on their side.
Yeah, I think that being swept in the previous meeting of these two teams there, maybe kind of stuck in the craw of Supro a little too much there, and now they are ready to redeem themselves just once, one game there. It's not the whole series, but it's a starting point for them. And I think this is what we're looking for here from them. A complete game, 5 goals, 30 seconds still to play, so there's still more that could happen here. But my oh my, what a response here from Supro.
fantastic recovery, especially off a 2-game loss with Brocket League having that first game as a game advantage. Liking the change in strategy, and they, again, kept pressure on them, just made sure they couldn't control the ball for long. With maybe a 2-goal deficit, Reveal takes that shot off the pass from Kiwi. Fantastic setup by them as well.
Yeah, and the momentum that came off the ball from that pass from Kiwi off the backboard there, that was a beautiful setup there. Reveal had the easiest job in the world, just tap it home and go against the grain of the play. And that's exactly what we should expect to see from them in game number 4, because we will be guaranteed at least game 5, as Supro will take one away from Brocket League.
One stat line I have to call out as well. Heps is shooting at 100 right now. 3 for 3 on the stat line. And some of those shots coming off of assists from the other team, but fantastic work overall. I love the symmetry in their shot totals and the assists as well across the board. Everyone looking for each other actively.
Yeah, and you look at the kind of the post-game chat there. I think that Brock League has a little chip on their shoulder there. Getting a little chipper, a little bit physical, I can expect going into the next match. So I expect that we'll probably see a lot of demos, folks, because these two teams, I wouldn't say they got bad blood, but we are kind of in our Eras tour right now. So, if the shoe fits, Taylor Swift it up,
I would say they just have that competitive spirit. We did get a posture check in chat as well, so I'm going to quickly fix that up. But I do want to say, it could just be these two teams just have a lot of competitive spirit, in the same way that high school rivals have competitive spirit and sometimes will prank each other. But going back to what you said about seeing more demos coming in from the next one, I 100% expect Reveal to walk away, maybe not with double digits, but getting close to that number for game 4 here in his favor. And Kiwi's going to get very involved as well with as many bumps on the play, trying to set that up. Brock also looking to find a body, is able to clear it out. Get Kiwi that first goal. You know what? You don't even need to touch anyway. You just need to have that fearful presence on them.
Yeah, it was like a fullback and a halfback there, a straight up football play right there. You grab the ball and just kind of run into the end zone. And that's exactly what happened. You see them right away trying to impose their will on their opponents. Her trying to escape a demo there, but it didn't matter because it left the net wide open on that kickoff. And it is an early deficit for Supro's Rocket League. Again, I said it came with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder here, and this is what we're seeing from them right away. A lot of ferocity.
Yeah, now Habs is just trying to get in the way. Wanted to bring that ball down. Shocks was going to pick it up, but Kiwi gets that first touch. Now has the boost. Tries to get into a roll one with Habs on the corner as well, but Habs able to wiggle their way out. It's a save. Gets the ball out and around. Can Her put that ball on target? That's enough velocity behind it to put it in.
Yeah, beautiful little touch here from Habs. Just dump it into the center there. And Her's the closest one to it, and that's just a great pass into the back of the net there, as clean as I like it. And now it's carte blanche, So we're back together all the same. It's as if nothing ever happened at all. Now Shock's trying to get it off the restart, and will get it off the restart. And now it is going to be a barn burner back and forth between these two teams.
Shocks is just bigger and better. Dunks it in over Reveal to get that second goal. Sees the chance and does not give it up for a moment. Never give up on a play, especially when it's that close to the net. Reveal just kind of caught a little bit weak in that on that line. Her Abe dashes, tries to get the ball center. Wants to get it over to Heps. Heps can't find the back of the net. Can Shocks get there though? Her last one back. Heps gets a bump on Kiwi. That might not help out. Reveal with the 50 on Her. Fortunate break for Supros.
Yeah, really exciting here. Both teams really kind of giving their all. Does feel like the gloves have finally come off in this grand final. Felt like maybe Brock League felt like they were ready to cruise control through this grand final, but Supro has kind of awakened something in their opponent, and we're kind of getting the best of both worlds here. Shocks trying to drop it in there, denied that time by Reveal, who's been so clutch for the team. Her waiting out that opportunity here, trying to drop it in for Heps. It's cleared out this time. But again, a lot of pressure right now from Supro as Heps Shocks looking for her, and the pass back and forth there. A lot of pressure on this orange half of the field, and that's going to go in the back of the net as her assists Shocks goal.
I love the little back and forth her and Shocks just kept giving to each other. The play started on the side of the wall. Shocks sees her, center, throws her out to her. Her pops it up. Shocks goes a little bit too far forward instead. Has to give it a little pop-up instead, forcing a soft touch from Brocket League. That just gives them an opportunity again for her to pick it up and get it center for Shocks for that second goal for him. And now, Rocket League is looking in a very dangerous situation. 2-goal deficit before we even hit the halfway mark, but plenty of time left. Reveal drops that down. Kiwi looks for a chance, and Brock forces it in around her.
Yeah, great little touch here from Reveal, able to find an opportunity. Kiwi, the center, but Brock really puts it home there because her had a great positioning there. But Brock able to find that little bit of the goal mouth that was free on that near side there. But this seems to be a Shocks that has been awoken from their slumber here, and they are on a new level in this grand final, rising to this occasion, looking for the double tap, drop down, but it's too far away as the angle goes wrong. Kiwi able to quickly find that and save it, but Shocks seems to be a new a player reignited here in this grand finals.
Shocks having some electrifying plays in the moment, was not able to convert. Her gets a save on Kiwi. Kiwi's trying to get a back pass to Reveal. Doesn't have the momentum behind it. Instead, so much chance, has to pick up boost as Reveal sailing after the ball into the corner. Her picks it up. Back to Heps. Can't get around Brock, though, who carries it, drops it down. Now Kiwi wants to set it up for Brock. On target, gets it in, ties it up 3-3.
Brock there. Hey, now, he's a Brock star. He's got his game on, and he's going to go play in the back of the net as it's tied up 3-all. A minute 45 and change. This is going to be coming down to the wire here as Brocket League able to add another one as Kiwi gets it off the kickoff.
Kiwi just able to blend it around. Not want both her and Habs just can't find the ball. Kiwi, fantastic setup, takes that lead for Brocket League now. It's shooting 50% as well as Brock is technically shooting 200% right now off of one of the plays earlier. Now, Supro's got to figure it out, and there might be a little bit of panic. Her is the last one back. Ball pass to Reveal, pass to Kiwi. Her with the knocked away save back into the corner, but back in the mid lane. This is a dangerous position for Rocket League. Able to carry it off and away, and almost a pinch in their favor, but Hef's able to pick it up and walk around and away, hopefully.
Yeah, just look at these dirty passing plays that we're seeing here from Brocket League there. You see, again, it's with intention. Brock looking to try to find Reveal, who then looked to find Kiwi for the shot there on that really dangerous attempt. Ultimately, a cul-de-sac was not able to find the back of the net, but you see the intent there, that they have ways that they can pick apart the defense of Supro. The Supro defense has been so suspect, especially in the waning moments of a game, as we're now within 45 seconds of finishing this game here, and they are at a deficit. Supro need to find a way to get back on level pegging, maybe force overtime here on this one.
Oh, Reveal went for a stylish redirect, but there was another defender right on top of them. Now, Kiwi pops it up high. Heps gets a 50, sends it off to the corner. Is able to slow it down. Her picks it up. Tries to get a bump on Brock instead of the ball, and that could have worked out. Instead, Heps is going to drop it to Shocks. Kiwi booms it upfield to Brock. Her denies. Oh, on target. Veal can't find the back of the net. Heps gets in the way. Carries it up high. Over to her. Her tries to keep it alive. Kiwi's going to try to force it to ground and is able to do so. Game 4 going to Brocket League, and they are on match point now.
Yeah, and again, the one more game span coming out from Brocket League there. They want to put a rubber stamp on this one and their stamp of authority on this grand final here. but it's you know, not as easy a road as they thought. I mean, clearly 3 games to 1. It is saying something here, and in the grand scheme of things, currently 6-1, and you know the best of 5 previously between these two teams tonight. So it is a very uphill battle for Supro. But if there is any team that can challenge Broccoli, we've seen Supro is the only one that can. Do you think they have it? Something left in the tank?
I think this is the moment where fatigue hits because not only do you need to prevent Brocket League from winning this next match, you have to prevent them from winning the next 3. And that is very, very difficult to do. It's not impossible. It's leaning a bit closer to improbable, I would say. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. I'm wondering how resilient and how quick they can react for Sup Bros right now. And we've seen them make some impressive plays and pressure them. It's getting close to calling it a night if Brocket League is able to start their scoring run immediately on this first minute.
Ultimately, like you said, it is championship point now for Brocket League. They just need one more game to declare a victory here. Sup, bro? Will they find a little bit of magic left in that old hat of theirs? That bag of tricks? Is it just for kids? Or are they able to find a little bit of that magic milk?
I was going to say Lucky Charms, but that works too as Heps tries to take the ball from Shocks. Instead, it gets boomed off to and away. Kiwi looking to get a pass out to Reveal. Reveal's able to pick it up though. Shocks pops it up high, and now Heps wants to bring it booming onto the backboard. Get it around 1. Tries to drop it in, but Brock is the patient game, waits on the ground, and gets the final touch to boom it away. Now Heps once again sees another opportunity. Ball boomed up high. Kiwi, though, booms it off and away. We're just seeing a lot of the ball just staying up high right now, trying to get it up and around the opponents.
Yeah, very cagey championship point right now. 3.5 minutes still to play, and we have not found a goal yet between these two teams. A few shots on goal and a few saves, but nothing behind the goal line itself ultimately, as both teams are really battling here. Seems like advantage currently in favor of Brocket League's Reveal. Tries to break out this defense here, has some control with the ball, looking for that flick. Finally, Shock's able to put the stop to it, but here comes Kiwi. Again, onslaught, assault after assault on the back line of this Sup Bro squad, just trying to slowly break him down and make him lose all of that boost.
So far, I'm looking at the boost right now. Shocks is the only one able to pick up a full bucket of boost in the moment, but everyone else has been fighting on less than half. Seems like that's the plan for Brocket League, just to starve them out, make them awkward, force them into a mistake. Shocks, though, sees a chance here, tries to get off the backboard, but Kiwi's able to knock it away. Brock passes right back to Kiwi. Heps, though, carries it up high. Wants to bring it up a little higher to get it away from Brock, but can't do so. Instead, Her will drop it down to the ground. Right back to Shocks, who gets demoed by Reveal. I think that might be maybe the 4th demo from Reveal outside this entire series so far.
Yeah, it feels like it's been much less demo heavy than I thought it might be. But ultimately, both teams, a little bit of bad blood between them there. They're very, competitive here. And here comes a shot from Heps, and that will be the opening salvo here in this one as they try to stay alive with 1:55 left to go.
I believe Brock was trying to go in, anticipate the shot going up high. Instead, ball just comes down, grounder right through the center of the goal, and all you can do is watch as it goes right in front of his bumper and into the net. Maybe Her can pick up a second one, though. Kiwi sends it over to Reveal. Her doesn't give up on the play, tries to get involved once more. Reveal takes it off the hood of Heps. Ball dropped down the half court. Reveal pass over to Kiwi. Forced 50 by Heps. Brock picks it up, drops it down to the corner. Keeps it up high, and Her is able to pick it up, but now Shocks is the last one back. Heps tries to clear it out and away. Needs a bigger clear than that as Reveal gets a demo on Her.
Yeah, and you can see them pinning their ears back on the side of Broccoli. They're just trying to pepper the backboard with shots. They're just trying to force a mistake out of Supro. But now Supro able to release that pressure valve just a little bit, put it into the orange half of the field here, and allows their team to get a little bit more boost and situate themselves a little bit easier there. It's always easier to defend from the front, and being on offense allows you to be a little bit more in control of the situation. Now, final minute here. This is where Supro has been so suspect. Is this where Brocket turns on the Jets and finds a breakthrough to tie up the game? What a save by Heps to deny them.
Veal with the smart demo, but Heps was able to recover quickly, denies the shot, gives her a chance to pick up the ball. Now Heps once again deflects. Reveal wasn't ready for it. Missed the touch there. Heps booms it away. Just needs to buy time for 30 more seconds. Needs to bring that ball to ground in 20 and force another game out of Brocket League. I called them Bro League for a second.
Yeah, you know, it's just a bunch of bros playing League. You know, it's all good. You know, you just run down mid. That's their game plan right now. They just got to run it down mid. Heps, though, trying to run it in the back of the net. That's a good way to stall out some time, play the corners, waste as much time off the clock, and drop it down. They've taken another game and keep themselves alive on championship point.
Little bit of a reprieve for Supro. Now they just need to do it 2 more times, and all you need is that 1 goal, and 1 out of 6 shots they were able to do so. Brocket League not able to really convert, not really finding that chemistry, that connection we've seen in the past. And I think that's due to credit to how Supro played in this one.
Yeah, it was a very cagey back and forth. There definitely felt like Supro at times could have lost that lead at any moment there, but just being so staunch defensively, managing to stand on their heads on the goal line to keep that ball out when it mattered most, gave them the victory in this game here. And now we are moving on to game number 6 officially. It's more like it's 6-ish. It's it's 5 on
6-ish,
but 6, yeah. Ultimately,
essentially game 6.
Yeah, it's essentially
It's
the essence of 6.
But do you think Supro is able to maintain that momentum? Like they played a fantastic game. I think that was probably their best game so far that we've seen in this matchup. I would think. They keep that going forward?
It could be, but I think that Brocket League, they have all the advantage in the world here. They just need to win 1 game. Supro, they need to win 2. So storing goals early on certainly helps with that, as Herd decides to shut me up.
Here's the comment about they need to get some more, and Herd says, all right, let me just pick up another goal then. However, I will say there is some kind of mental strategy to just letting your opponent win and feel like they have all the momentum behind them while you're just preparing for the next game plan. Reveal takes that slow pass off of Kiwi, booms it in within 11 seconds of that kickoff.
Yeah, that's a great little 50 there from Kiwi, just squaring up her and just being able to win that 50 out to where Reveal is going to be. Slams it home in the back. Slams it home big style and just absolutely ties us up.
Gotta slam it home big style if you want to win grand finals. If you want a piece of that, if you want first prize in this $100 prize pool, Brock misses the touch. Kiwi, though, able to play it patient, gets around Heps. Instead, shocks now. Tries to get a setup going. Brock booms it upfield. Heps, though, might be able to have a chance. Reveals already in the sky and knocks it back into the corner. Heps fakes out Kiwi, but Kiwi's still able to pick up the ball. Ball knocked over to the side. Shocks tries to stay on the backboard, anticipates the play from Brock. Carries it off into the corner, doesn't pick up the boost. Reveal wants to set up Kiwi, but her with the knockaway. Brock with the demo on Shocks.
Yeah, and meanwhile, a nice clear here by Supro, trying to do what they can to stay alive, and they get an opening salvo from Shocks, who again is showing up in the big critical moments here in this grand final. This Blizzy Glizzy.
This Blizzy Glizzy, we see her setting up Shocks, just booms it into the corner, and that has enough speed, enough velocity to go up towards the ceiling, and Shocks knows exactly where it's going to go, trusts her to get it there, and is able to get another goal. Slots it in right past the defender, right inside the post as well. Very impressive shot placement from both these teams right now, especially with Reveal dropping in that bottom right corner pocket.
See, now we got ourselves a nice little palindrome on the scoreboard. 2-2 with 3-3-3 on the clock. Folks, it is getting very fun in here as it is just nothing but back and forth. Neither team giving an inch here. This does feel like neither team wants to go to Game 7, and they're laying it all in line. But clearly, I mean, I know that Supro wants to go to Game 7, but Broccoli does not want this to go to Game 7 because then, you know, that doubt starts to creep into the back of the head further and further. It's like, oh no, maybe we can't. You know, maybe this team did get better in that losers final.
And her almost with the misplay there, but Shocks gets involved. Ball almost into the goal, knocked out by the fourth defender, who you can see stretch as far as possible, block it away. Now Heps is able to step back, has enough boost to play on their own. See that boost steal from Kiwi. Rotates through, tries to get a bump on Shock. Instead finds Hep, who's rotating forward. Oh, centered, Reveal, on target, her! Save and knocks it back up to half court. Gets demoed by Reveal as a reward, though.
Good clear here by Kiwi, looking to find Brock, but there is Heps working the midfield there. Heps making the save here and needed to as Brock peppering that backboard. Her now out to midfield, and it's a little bit of battle possession here, kind of ping-ponging between these two teams here as neither one really seems to have a solid footing. It could go either way as we are within 2 minutes remaining here. Still tied at 2-all. We need to find a winner, and that one is a dangerous proposition there from her, just over the bar.
Her is kicking themselves just enough. That they knew that ball should drop down a little lower, but I think nerves are getting to her. Now Kiwi is on a breakaway chance, wants to get offense set up for Brocket League. Instead, Brock will get a save there. Ball dropped down in front of the net. Reveal knocks it away, booms it upfield, cross over to the right. 50 by Brock. Reveal onto the backboard. Brock tries to get in the way, but her with a smart 50 sends it back to Heps. Now, past the half-court line. Kiwi demos Heps. Again, a new ferocity coming out for Brocket League. This worked in their favor the last time these two teams met in a series, but they're not rattling Supros this time. Supros not giving up yet, but almost did.
Final 60 seconds on the clock. Kiwi trying to create a little bit more magic here as Reveal leaves the area. Brock now setting up possibly for a shot there. Denied by Shocks as her gets the better of Kiwi in the midfield here. Reveal having to jump in as Shocks looking to beat Brock there to the ball. And now it is a final 40 seconds. Kiwi sets up, has support. Reveal clears out there. Again, you see them looking for these opportunities, these little bit of these aerial solo plays here. But where is that final pass going to be to find the game winner? As it certainly seems like there's maybe one more goal left in this game.
I really think the game decider here is going to be which team flinches first, which team makes an unrecoverable, undeniable mistake that goes against them. And Reveal might be able to teardrop this in, but no, I believe that was Shocks with the deflection, sends it back up to half court. Kiwi to Reveal, drops it down. We're going to OT right now.
Yeah, this is a dangerous OT. These restarts been absolutely killer. Goes in favor for Kiwi, trying to set up, has tons of boost. Can't get around her as they make the critical stop in the air, as that could have ended things right then and there. And that on this championship point, again, one goal for Brocket League, they win the tournament. One goal for Supro, and we go to Game 7. These are the stakes.
It was so dangerous. Someone followed up that touch by Reveal when it came off the crossbar. That could have worked out. Shocks dropped it dangerously right in front of the net. You can see Kiwi dive on it. But instead, ball knocked away. Now Shocks, last one back, able to boom it up to Heps. Can Heps? Oh, cannot redirect it in. Just a bit too quick, and the reaction's a bit too dull in that moment.
Now Reveal looking for Brock to set up from the backboard. Here comes Kiwi. Brock, no! no! Drops it in! And that's the championship!
Just the slightest misplay, just unable to get that touch, unable to bang it up against the crossbar. Oh, no. Rocket League, though, is your grand finals winners, and they will be.
I missed the opportunity to say this is Brocket League.
But
But ultimately, they do get the championship. And the lion's share of the $100 tournament, folks, Brocket League, your winners in an overtime finale that no one could believe there. Shocks and her and Heps unable to overcome the opponents there of, again, Brock, Reveal, Kiwi, your champions this week.
Fantastic work, and I'd like to say, I think I called it, it's whichever team just makes the first mistake. And that was it. Shock's just not able to get the touch, and no one's able to come and support. Fantastic shot. And Brock just very soft. You can see sweat drop as it goes in for that final goal. Fantastic work from Brocket League.
Absolutely. Brock League there, your champions. And that means, folks, that we are basically done here for the rest for this Monday evening here. Hope you folks have enjoyed all this Rock League coming to your faces live from across America. We will be back at it once again next week. Maybe different faces, maybe same faces. We don't know. I mean, who knows? All we do know is that we got a producer to thank, Nick, for putting on all the fun, glorious graphics that you're seeing on your screens today, as well as for us Esports. Of course, we are putting on this tournament every single week, along with Valorant later on in the week, if you care about that game, which I do not.
Valorant right out this Thursday.
Maybe Thursday, Friday. Who knows? I don't
Or
pay
Friday.
attention to Valorant. I'm not. Listen. Time to kill. It's way too quick. All I do know is that these outros are way too long, and I should probably cut me off at some point. But I haven't told you guys who I am. I'm JT Displays. This has been Ice Cold Brew. Do you want to say anything else before I send us away?
Thank you once again to Nick for being our broadcaster, holding it down, I think, weekly at this point. And yeah, love Frosty Esports. Love getting the cast with you as well, JT. This was a fun one tonight.
It's always fun here on Frosty Esports, and we'll be having more fun back at it again next week, Monday. Be there, be square. Until then, peace.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can